Okay, we're going to hear the story of Joy Solomon, who has started an educational endeavor called Coastal Brains in the fishing village of, what's the name of the fishing village?
Adi Malatura.
Okay, Adi Maratura.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, tell your story. And we have here Yosh?
Yash.
Yash.
I may ask some of my doubts so that people will know better with.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Okay, Joy, will you introduce or how did you thought of making this Coastal Brains?
Yeah. Actually, I'm from the same fisherman village.
Okay.
And when I was studying my ninth standard, I was actually about to stop my studies and accompany my father for fishing because he was doing it alone, and so he needed some support, I felt. And by the time, unexpectedly, I met Mr. Stephen from England on the beach while I was helping my father with his fishing craft, pushing it into the sea. And Mr. Stephen took some photographs, and he told he would send the photographs to me, and took my address. And I forgot that. And after a month, I got an email with the photographs and a letter from him. And he told he was willing to support me, and I should go for higher studies. And from that point onwards, till my master's degree, he has been giving me all the financial assistance. And not only that, he has been guiding me actually, because from our village, people are not having any guidance. They don't know what to study, where to study, and they don't know the importance of having a dream, a goal. These kind of things are unknown to me even. And then after seeing my matriculation result, after seeing my 10th grade results, I sent all the results to Mr. Stephen, and he went through the results and found that I have a good taste or interest in biology. And he told me to take biological sciences for my higher studies. And before that, he asked me what I want to become. And that was the first time I was thinking I should have some goal. And then for me, I have seen a teacher in my village who is respected by all the people, and so that fascinated me. And I told I will become a teacher. I want to become a teacher. Then Mr. Stephen told me, okay, biology, so better you become a biology teacher, because you have scored a lot in this subject. And thus I went for my higher secondary in science stream. After finishing that, I went to take biological science in my degree. But Mr. Stephen told me, better you take a modern course related to biology. And at that time we found biotechnology, the modern course related to the field. So I took biotechnology for my bachelor's, and I finished, I passed with first class with distinction in this. And then I again went for my master's in the same field, biotechnology.
Where did you do this bachelor's and master's in biotechnology?
My bachelor's I did in St. Xavier's College, Tumba. This is a college run by Jesuits, priests of the St. Xavier.
The same Xavier's College all over in Calcutta?
Yes.
Mumbai?
Yeah, in Mumbai. I have been there because I got another very good opportunity in this college, because they have an organization called ICUF, All India Catholic University Federation. So every week on Wednesday after the lunch, they had a meeting. So interested students gathered together under the guidance of a priest. So I also came to this group and this was an exposure to me. Actually, I didn't know many things that the people of my age knew at that time, because I was born and brought up in such a situation.
What was the approximate period, this was during what time?
This was during my degree was from 2001 to 2004.
Oh, okay, just 10 years back.
Yeah. So when I went to this group, I got more exposure and to talk in front of other people. They give trainings and all. And by the third year, I was elected as the president of that unit in my college. And from that, these elected members were taken in the district level, and there also they elected as me, me as the secretary of that district. Then we go to the next level, the state level. So in the state level, we have to elect one national team member. So I was at that time in 2004, I was elected as the national team member for Kerala state, and thus I got an opportunity to meet people from different parts of the country, and we 11 person were leading the organization for 1 year at that time, and that gave me a lot of exposure and more contacts and a broad vision and different possibilities in different fields. And after finishing this, I went to Pala. It is in Kottayam district. There is a well-known college, St. Thomas College, in Pala, Kottayam district. And there I completed my masters in biotechnology. That also in first class. I finished my studies. And I found after getting my result, I had to wait for a few months for the result. And by that time, I found an advertisement in the newspaper: biology teachers required in Maldives. And the interview was conducted by the officials from Ministry of Education Maldives, and it took place in Tirunelveli. It's in Tamil Nadu. So I traveled from here to that place and attended the interview. Luckily, they were impressed, and I got the appointment right there. And in 2008, May 26, I joined there for the job. Then I resigned from there on 2011, April 25th. So after 3 years, I resigned. Actually, I resigned to again to take a special degree on education. So I came back again and joined for Bachelor of Education. And now last month on 14th, I finished my last exam for the same, and now waiting for that result. And the same time, while I was in Maldives, I was thinking of my village and how this much change came in my life. And then I thought of why can't I also support some kids who are talented and not having any guidance in the same village. And also I saw those small islands, they producing very good doctors, engineers, with the support of UNICEF and some other rich countries like Japan. So I thought I should also start something to support and guide these children, talented children. And I came back to do my studies. Along with that, I put this idea into practice. So the procedure I followed, I went to government schools, 2 government schools in that locality. Usually poor children attend government schools, and the rich ones, they choose to go to English medium schools. So I wanted this poor section and the better ones. So I approached the heads of the schools and told them this is my idea, a project in my mind. So I want to select the better ones from this particular village. So students from other villages are also studying in the same school. So I asked them to separate the students from Adimalapura and give me an hour to conduct a preliminary test, and they agreed happily. And thus I conducted preliminary tests in both the schools, and around 35 students attended the test, and out of that 11 were above the standard set. I set a level of 75%. Okay. Above that is the better one. That was my standard. And I found 11 children above that, and I made a list of the 7. And next phase was I wanted to know them individually, so I went to each and everyone's house to see their family conditions, and I found some are having better conditions, and I kept them aside. And so those who are really in poor basic conditions, not having a toilet, not having enough rooms for all the members, And the second thing, I saw those who are having more girl children in the family, because we should support families with more girl children. You know, in our place, the dowry system is a menace. So if such families are supported, this will help them. So in that way, I selected 6 children, 2 girls and 4 boys, and with them I started in a small house, which is our ancestral house, very old one, and we started the class on November 1st, 2011. And then while I was joining for my Bachelor of Education, I met Mr. Jerry, who has been teaching in a school as a spoken English teacher, and he also resigned from there and came to do this Bachelor of Education. So I shared my views with him, and he was very happy to assist me. He told he would come and teach them spoken English. So he has been doing it very well. And so in 3-4 months of time, the kids pick up English, because it's for the first time they are studying in Malayalam medium, and in 3-4 months they started talking, not so bad. Then we wanted to give them a real exposure to English speaking people. So alternative days, in the evening, for an hour, we take them to the beach, and while they walk on the beach, they have the chance of meeting some tourists. If anybody is interested, they just stand by and talk to them. So in that way, they started improving the language. And at that time, some of the people we met, they were very much interested and impressed by the vision of the project, and also sympathized with the children. So they came to visit our school, our house where we doing the project, and they found the kids are sitting on the floor. So some of them offered some chairs with writing support to the kids. Then in that year finished, our academic year finished by March 31st. Then there is 2 months vacation time. This time, these 2 months, I wanted them to use fruitfully. Usually this vacation time, the kids, they just roam around in the village and just forget everything what they studied in the previous year, and that's not good. So I wanted them to use this time fruitfully. So what I did, I divided them into 2 groups and sent 3 of them to Shivananda Ashram to learn yoga, and 3 of them to Travancore Cultural Center for attending a summer course. So they were engaged in these two months. And at the end of the year, after this, we usually conduct a standard maintenance test, because we want to ensure that the kids are using the opportunity properly. If anybody is going in a lazy way, we don't want to keep the child again. So I conducted my first standard maintenance test, and in that one child, the performance of one child was so poor. So I had to exclude the child from the group, and five children were remaining for the next year. And at the same time, we conducted the preliminary test for the new batch, and from that we again take another 7, 3 boys and 4 girls. So altogether now we have 12 kids, 6 boys and 6 girls. Now when the number increased, the classroom space in this old house was not enough to accommodate all of them. So I thought of making a separate classroom. So we have some land, our own land, on the back side of the house, same house. So I contacted Mr. Stephen, who is the motivator and always supporting me, and also a few friends whom we met on the beach, and they all together, and myself also, together we decided to make it, and we all together contributed the finance required for that, and we built a very spacious classroom. Thus now it is improving day by day. Now we get more people to help, and also we have one more staff, Nisha, Miss Nisha. She is also a graduate. She is very close to our school, so she takes care of the kids all the time. In my absence, she is there to take care of them, and also she takes special tuitions for them in the morning, and also she cooks food. We give them some special food and she cooks it for them. So this is the way we are moving ahead. Now we have recently we have met a few people, and an important person among them from Hong Kong, one Mrs. Maria Christine, and she came to the school and found the new batch sitting on the floor, and the older batch, they already have the chairs. So she gave the chairs to them, and also she saw the kids doing the yoga and small pieces of clothes. So she told that's not good. She presented the yoga mat to all the 12 kids. So now these 3 kids whom I sent to Shivananda Ashram to do the yoga course, they are now the masters. They are teaching the other 9. So now all of them are perfect in doing yoga. So when I send them, the yoga, it has a lot of effect on our physique, mind and spirit. So that helps them. That's why I did it.
So you are conducting it now regularly, going to the schools and trying to catch the new students who from the poor background.
No. Now
this is first one batch has finished.
Now 2 batches.
2 batches.
Yeah.
So it's your yearly things that.
Yeah, yearly we do it. Now I think 12 is a limit, because if we go on increasing the number, then giving individual attention will reduce. So what we always remind the children, this is an opportunity you have got, you should not miss it. I always remind them there is a standard maintenance test at the end of every year. So you should keep that in mind and work hard and smart to pass this. If anybody is not passing that, there will be a vacancy, and to that vacancy you will take a new one, a talented one.
What is the schedule of your meeting with the children?
Sorry?
What kind of schedule? The children are going to school simultaneously with participation in this program.
Yeah.
What is the schedule for the children when they have contact with your program?
They are able to improve their results in the regular school.
When do they meet with you? I'm asking when do they
do they go to school and when do they meet in your class?
All right. So their regular school time is from 10 to 4, 10 o'clock morning to evening 4 o'clock. So morning 6 o'clock they come to us, and then from 6 to 6:30 we practice them loud reading. So we take English, Hindi and Malayalam, and we take them to the beach. So they get the rays of the rising suns, plus they do the loud reading. So that increases their confidence, because there will be a lot of people moving around in the beach. In the beginning they were a bit scared and ashamed to do it, but now they have forgotten those things. So kind of stage frightness they will not face. And also this improves their reading qualities. So we do that from 6 to 6:30. Then from 6:30 to 7:30, 1 hour we give them special tuition for their regular school subjects, especially for mathematics and science. And from 7:30 to 8:30 they do their self-studies. They do their homeworks and readings, etc. From 8:30 to 9 they read newspapers. We bring 2 newspapers, 2 major newspapers in our language. And from 9 they leave our school and go home, and from there again they go to school. So by 10 o'clock their school starts.
Okay, you have selected these 11 students. Okay. Now, are they from the same standard or are they from the different classes?
Actually we select the children from 5th standard. Okay. So this time we have selected from 5th and 6th.
Okay.
So first batch was purely from 5th standard, and then they passed and came to 6th standard. When we conducted the second preliminary test, we gave chances to their peer group as well, also for 5th standard students. So now we have 9 6th standard students and 3 5th standard students.
Okay.
Do they come to your program after school also?
Yeah, after school they come there by 4:30, and from 4:30 to 5:15 they have their outdoor games. So after outdoor games, 5:15 to 5:45 they go for yoga practice. Then from 5:45 to 6:15 they have half an hour to take a shower, and then they are ready for the spoken English class, which is from 6:15 to 7:50. So Mr. Jerry is coming at this time to help them with spoken English. And from 7:15 to 8:30 night is their time for their self-study. They do all their homeworks, project works, etc. And by 8:30 they leave. What else we want to do?
Yeah, no. What with these children itself? How do you want to proceed and improve? Because as they grow up, they will be studying higher things.
Yeah.
And you will, when they study the higher thing, you will be requiring the people who can teach them of those subjects. Like if you go to the 10th standard, you need a special kind of 9th standard. You need the teachers who are good enough in those subject, mathematics, science, or something like that.
Yeah.
So how do you plan to bring those speciality in your?
Yes. When they go to higher classes, we see for which particular subject in school they find difficulty.
Okay.
And for that particular child, we will arrange special teachers who are specialized in that particular subject, and that way I can improve their results.
Yeah. So how easy it is to find people like Barbara or someone, Jerry, as you said,
Yeah.
who comes and teach.
Yeah, since now I have done my Bachelor of Education, now I am in contact with more than 30 teachers who has done the graduation with me, and most of them are going to get into different schools. So it's easy for me to trace the better teachers and arrange them at tuition whenever required for different subjects.
Yeah, so they will also be doing a sort of part-time
Yes.
help to you.
Yes, it's like maybe we will have to send the child to their house
Okay.
for a home tuition.
Okay. So you have finished your masters now or bachelor's in the education.
Yeah.
What is your plan? Because I expect that you personally would also require some sort of economic supports
Yes,
to
yes.
survive your own life as well as to sustain
the child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you?
That's a
think
good
that-
question.
Yeah.
Actually, still I have the opportunity to go back to Maldives and join back, because the principals who have been working with me, they have been asking me whether you have finished your Bachelor of Education. If you finished, come back. And I explained to them this is the matter, and now I am committed here, so I don't think of my career in Maldives. But at the same time, while I was doing my studies, I started a small business related to healthcare products.
Okay.
It's a company from America. The name of the company is Monabi, and they are selling healthcare products, especially liquid nutrition, mix of 19 different foods they're selling. And I have taken the distributorship of this company. So I go and meet different people of high profile and explain to them the product, and now it's moving. It has started picking up, and from that I get an income. And it is not a full-time job, it's a part-time job. When I get an appointment, I go and do it. But my passion is for teaching, actually. So once my bachelor's degree result is in my hand, then I can approach any schools in the locality very close by when there is a biology teachers vacancy arises.
Okay, you plan to
Yeah, I
join
plan
any
to-
local schools?
Local schools, so it is easy to manage everything.
Yeah, then it is quite easy.
Yeah.
That is exactly I was trying to ask Barbara, that how can he manage it? Because I know that someone with no background, at least he should be having some support economically.
Yeah.
To otherwise maybe his family will start bugging him and say that,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
And also, by God's grace, while I was in Maldives, I could make very good earnings. So that is there with me now. So that interest also helps me now. So financially, I don't find difficulty. to support the family and myself. But still, this business, Manavi business, it's picking up. So that's also giving me a good income.
So, do you plan to go and ask some bigger NGOs or financial supporters so that you can scale your school to a larger extent?
And actually, I should admit that I am not aware of these things, the legal things and all.
Okay.
Some people ask me, why don't you go for registration and all these things. I am not aware of these things, where to do, how to do. When I inquired to different people, now they told to register this organization into a trust. It's not easy to get the registration nowadays. I don't know why. They say there's something related to central government.
I don't know but about it, how the legal procedures are going on, but because I know some of the organization in which and they have become an NGO. They have started like people like you itself, and then they got the support from bigger organizations. Probably one of them was in America, was Teach for America. Then the same model was implemented here by one good lady here, and that's now the Teach for India concept. So they actually do the same kind of thing that you say, and they also have another program that is they also run an after school kind of things. So in case of Teach for India, they actually look for the good people who are teaching good academic records. They ask for the 2-year support, and they take them and implant into schools or colleges like that. So I think that those two organizations was started by one single lady. That's how it worked out for them. I exactly don't know how she managed to make it register or such an organization like that.
Are you referring to the Teach for India organization?
Yeah.
Probably Google it.
Google. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teach for India. It's a big one.
Teach for India.
At least I think they had some 4 to 5, not every places, but that organization is expanding. That's what I know.
You have a somewhat more modest project that you're working on now in terms of building construction.
Yeah. Actually, the next thing I require is a sanitation unit for the kids. We have an old toilet associated with the old house we own, so that is now being used by the kids and the teachers. But in the evening, when the children come after doing the yoga and the games, they take a shower and they find it difficult to do there. So they go to nearby houses for this purpose. Since the girls are approaching their puberty, better we give them a sanitation unit in the school premises. So now I have started to talk to my friends regarding this. So as per their suggestion, I went to get the plan and estimate. Now we have the estimate to make 4 bathrooms and 2 toilets. For this unit, the estimated amount is 1,75,000 rupees. And now some of the friends already started contributing to it. So once the estimate is met, we can start immediately the construction in the same place.